I see like the antibody. I see X-Men. I see all these things ranging from the original Crisis to Zero Hour, all the way running up until the events of Flashpoint, and I see all these major changes that take place. So if they can mess up the timeline, then so can I. I'm just going to use it as a grand experiment and just see what happens. It's a kid with an ant farm. Is basically what this is. Now the funny thing is he says like there are a couple instances when like the universe tried to fight back, right? So like Wally West realized what was going on and tried to break out of the Speed Force to basically confront Manhattan and was forced back into it again. And that goes into the events of DC Universe Universe #1 when Barry remembers who he is and essentially brings him back. But the cool thing about that is that when that happens, a lot of Wally's memories were kind of thrown into flux or wiped away entirely. He doesn't remember anything. And that's kind of the crazy thing is because when he looks at this, he kind of looks at humanity, and again, he looks at Carver Coleman, and he says like, "You're going to die." We end up finding out he was basically killing his mom using war that he won. But Doc Manhattan again kind of returns back to his distant. It's kind of like, okay, so basically it's pretty much the same thing. Like in this universe, it's the same thing as the other. Sure, they have like superpowered beings, but at the end of the day, it's all still basically the same thing. Yo. Problems that they think are super important, but they're not because they don't really see the grand scheme of things, and their problems are no more important than the problems of anybody else. But they think it's the most significant thing in the world because they believe the world revolves around them. And that's kind of the cool thing here. That's what's so awesome about that. Is he basically sits down and he says, "In this universe that I live in, with these experiments that I've done, with the way that I've played with things, the way that I've screwed things up and messed with these people's lives, in this universe of hope that literally revolves around Superman, I've essentially become the villain." And it's kind of a cool thing. He doesn't say it because he really thinks he's a bad guy. Internal discussion that he had. I'm basically the villain. I'm basically the bad guy. I've literally been screwing up the time stream. It's focusing on the nature of Manhattan. Why has he done what he's done? Because he came into this universe, he realized that like this universe is special in the sense that every other universe in the multiverse branches off of it, and that the universe is constantly changing. So the question is, what happens if you change things too fast? What happens if you change things in the extreme? What will happen with this universe? It's a science problem. It's basically what it is. So again, the question still lingers. Does Doc Manhattan? All right. I've had several people tell me to wait until taxes come back and then they're going to get a commission. So I at some point have to shut down my commission list just to slow it down a little bit. Whoa, my page is busting out right now. It's busting and flexing. Jason, I saw a message pop up from you and then it disappeared because my thing was freaking out. That was weird. Oh well. Oh, there it goes. I was just about to message you and tell you a secret. Now you're busy. Tell me a secret. Oh boy, I love secrets. Feel free to message me and then I'll check it at some point. Be right back. Picking up the wife for her lunch break. What? You didn't tell me your wife works nights, bro. Lunch break, you say? Okay. Feeling re-energized. I had a little snacky. I put my coat on because it's getting chilly. And it's still raining in gray. Go watch all the other videos that we've done. And the second thing is to do kind of a rundown, like a quick little explanation here. The Superman conspiracy is this idea that floats around that after Superman arrived in the world, right, like after he basically popped up and became Superman, he left Smallville, went to Metropolis, and became Superman, that what the United States started doing was basically creating metahumans of their own that could either be a counter to Superman or could fight alongside Superman, right? And basically the United States government... Well, I mean, do you trust me? What kind of secret are we talking here, man? If it's a comic book secret, yeah, I can keep a secret for you. But if you're plotting something devious, bro, I don't know. That's iffy. But no, if you tell me something and you don't want me to tell anyone, I have no problem keeping a secret, bro. You're making me nervous, though. Christmas time, Christmas time. So pretty much all the superheroes in the United States, except for Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, are basically gone. Like, I mean, they're not dead, but they're essentially unconscious on Mars. Now, because of that, what it does is it picks up with the fact that the Earth is basically devolved into total chaos. Right? Like, what you're seeing right now is essentially the way that Adrian Veidt's world in the Watchmen universe had essentially gone its way. I mean, Adrian Veidt basically released this giant monster into the world, and with all the death and all the destruction, it united humanity. And then following that, people eventually figured out that Adrian Veidt was the one planet. It was all one big ruse. And humanity actually evolved to a state worse than before. And then ultimately it ended with the Watchmen universe being engulfed in nuclear war, basically wiping out all life on Earth. Or at least we can just kind of assume that was the case, since, you know, it was nuclear war. It was mutually assured destruction, right? It was massive. So because of that, this really kind of seems to be going the same way. You know, like these kind of seem to be evolving in the same process. You've got a litany of conflicts. Like you've got Giganza, big Spider-Man, and then suddenly she realizes all the Black Adam. Now, this is what we end up finding out here, that in Black Adam's country of Kandai, because of the fact that he's so isolationist, he's almost kind of taken this Magneto approach. Now, really, Black Adam has done this a litany of times over the years, right? Like, I mean, you really saw it a lot in the Injustice series, but basically what Black Adam has done here is he has isolated Kahndaq and said, this is a safe haven for metahumans. All the metahumans who are left on Earth, who are not part of like the top tier superheroes, they can all come to Kahndaq and they can basically find like refuge. Now, it does allow the various metahumans to leave, but the big focus that the United States has at the moment, that is to say the American people and even people in Russia and in some other countries across the world, is that the United States needs to hand over Superman. And the reason why is because Vladimir Putin just issued a deadline. Right? He said, it's midnight. If Superman is not handed over to the Russian government, we launch an attack. Because right now, the United States has no real superheroes, but Russia does. Russia has all their various superhero forces. And so invading the United States would actually go off pretty much without a hitch. And so, again, like
comic book secret. I just have to tell you because I know you'd appreciate it about a sweet purchase and 90% sure it's going to happen. It has to say secret. Of course. No problem, dude.
Everything kind of going to pieces, with everything going to pot. And it's kind of a crazy scenario. Because as that happens, you end up finding out that essentially that Adrian White is talking to somebody that we can't really see. Watching these things unfold, these makeshift monitors and everything sort of going to pieces. You know, then of course we end up finding out that Adrian White is actually an Arkham Asylum. And the way this whole thing plays out, well, it seems like he's an Arkham Asylum. But the way all this plays out is you walk by one room, tell this old man to be quiet, and then he basically ends up running up on Saturn. Now remember, Saturn Girl is part of the Legion of Superheroes from the 30th century. I think then it's changed into the 31st century. But she's part of the Legion of Superheroes from the future, and she can move minds. The issue is that when she came back here, presumably she came back here to warn of like a major event that was going to happen, right? That's what Adrian White said. Like, he came here to warn Superman of something he didn't possibly understand, right? But the issue is that somewhere along the line, she was basically captured. She was thrown off the silent at one point. We don't know exactly where she is right now, but like she was.
I think I feel like listening to some music.
Because that, we end up switching over to Lex Luthor. Now, this is one of the most important parts of the story, right? Because Lex Luthor has been working with Lois Lane to kind of do things a little bit.
I figured out if I keep it low enough on volume, then it's hard to pick it up. Yeah. No, yeah, I'll definitely read it after my stream, dude. Thanks for telling me a little tidbit. I love that shit. There you go, a live one. They won't have the live one, right? They won't tag me for the live one, right? Yeah, they do have rights to that, and they got it in the log. They'll tag me for it. Let's see if this video gets pulled. Copyright infringement. The dog sentence. Hulk spiral is way too big. It's funny, I'm just not noticing that. I'm not even gonna look at your messages, Jason, because I've been known to just read and just speak and say. It's because Facebook puts private messages right over where you guys comment, so it pops up. I think it's a comment. I just start reading it. It's like, oh, it's a private message. Whoopsie-doozles. It's happened. Oh, hell yeah. That looks good, bro. I'm going to be making this look good as fuck. There's no telling it's Okay, I can't resist. Let me see. I won't spill the beans on what you're telling me. Oh. Oh, that's a nice one. Wow. Huh. For some reason, I don't remember him doing that. There are certain points on the tour where I was so exhausted that I thought I might faint. I know. Huh. Yeah, I don't remember that one at all, actually. It's funny. It's like the first one that I've seen that I don't actually remember it. What did happen? Not in the sun. Maybe that's all we need. Nice. Yeah, I vaguely remember that one. Super cool. Very cool, man. I bet BB's gonna want to know too. He's gonna be like, "What was that?" I'm sorry, bro. Doctor-patient confidentiality. After all, they do call me Dr. L. It's a shame, my dear, for men to starve. We walk the line or to play the game pound. It's a shame, my dear, for men to starve. We walk the line or to play the game pound. Don't forget. Biting off way more than I can chew. Oh, what up, Skyler? How you doing, buddy? Just doing my little Miles Morales. I don't know why I'm working on him. I should be working up here on Scream, or probably Dark Carnage. I should do him first. I was working on him and I stopped for some reason. Buying me some of those Mayhew covers for Christmas? You the best. You saw my post, I see. Yeah, man. I've resorted to just asking people for things. I'm like, hey, you should get this for me. I've had a lot of people say that they're like, hey, if there's a cover that comes out and you want to do a revision on it, let me know. And so I had a few people say that at different points, so I just made a mass post about it. I bet you want those too, though, don't you? Those are fucking nice, bro. Mayhew was giving praise to Bagley? No way. That's awesome. Yeah, well, you know, some people make clerical errors like that. It's true. realize the signature on this one is cut off. What in the hell? Is that a known thing? I'm looking at my books right here. Have you ever noticed this? On the edge right there, you can see Bagley and Sam De La Rosa, but their names are cut off. You can only see the top of their letters. What's the deal with that, huh? This one you can't see it at all. The next one you can't see it at all. This is 3 covers. I never noticed that. The edge is cut off right on, and he signed it right on the edge. So you can barely see Bagley right there on the edge. Let's check my other 2. Oh Jesus, I have 3 more of these bad boys? There's so many of these fucking things. These ones all don't have his name on them at all. Weird, man. I got one of them where his name is partially on there. I had more in my other side of my box, but I don't feel like to fit those. Cutting errors. Damn, what the hell? Sam did the cover, Bagley did the interiors. Right. Strong one. Yep, cutting error. Damn, I never knew that. Interesting. Didn't have computers making sure everything was cut perfect. Weird. No, that wasn't one of your LPs, Jason. And apparently that's just a cutting error that's on all of them. Let's see if your LPs... I like how Jason just happens to come in right when I'm looking at some LPs, but they're not yours, Jason. But let me look. So this one doesn't have it. Let's see. I was looking at my copies, Jason, and now I'm looking at yours. I can't see the signature on any of yours, so all of yours are cut without the signature. I think most of them are. I only have one of the lethal protectors in my house right now has a partial Bagley and Sam De La Rosa signature on it, so 998 has the same errors. Wow. Wow. Yeah, they ignore certain printing errors. I like how I show a printing error and suddenly everybody's watching my stream. It's like, what the fuck? It's pretty funny. It's good to know if I need some stream people, some stream eyeballs. Just throw Sam De La Rosa up there. They're like, ooh, now I'm interested. It's for dinner, guys. Did I show you guys my Thor? I'm super proud of him. He's super teeny tiny. He's the size of my pinky nail, but smaller. His head is about 1/3 the size of my pinky nail. I like his hair. Don't you think that's cool? A little nullified Thor, a little dragon up there. Kinda gotta fix that dragon though, right? Make his teeth a little bit smaller. Nice! Thanks, buddy. Now I got those eyes right. Okay. Now I can move on. Nullified Marvel Universe. Well, once, because I'm sure everybody in the stream has already heard me say it, but Jonathan Beebe's going to get 2 more books. He might get white, or he might get more red covers, and he's going to get 2 connecting covers to add to this mosaic, so we will have a lot more nullified Marvel characters in the future. Many moons from now. Please do nullified X-23. Ooh. I'm going to start taking notes. That's a good idea. I'm going to make a couple lists. A couple lists for... Here's my sketch, my initial sketch. When I was trying to figure out size, I was like, no, you know, Absolute Carnage should be a lot smaller. You know, he should be about that big instead of this big on the page. And I was like, I want to do that homage to 316, Amazing Spider-Man 316, so I made that a lot smaller. I changed Venom's head position a lot. And then I did this sketch, which is a little bit closer to what we're looking at here. It's basically identical, actually, this sketch. So I'm going to send this to Jason as well, just for fun, just because it'd be cool to have the sketch. Because the sketch would, it kind of matches it. It's the exact same size. It's pretty badass, actually. But yeah, it looks almost identical. And then I'm going to make a list to add to make for the other 2. And we should have like Wolverine on 1 and X-23 maybe on that same, you know, like Wolverine here, X-23 here. And then on the other mosaic, have like Dakin and like Sabretooth. Yeah, that'd be tight. Wolverine, X-23, Sabretooth. Because I gotta basically come up with 15 or so characters for the other 2 books. So Wolverine, X-23, Sabretooth, and who else did I say? Dakin. That's exciting. I like that. Oh man, BB's gonna send me some lists. But I'll suggest those, because he's going to end up choosing who ultimately goes on that list. But I'll suggest those. That's a great idea. Lady Deathstrike. Oh, right. She might be a good counter to X-23. I'll consider that. She didn't pop out to me, though. Just watching No Retreat, No Surrender. Dude, you favor the Sensei. Never seen it. I favor the Sensei. What does that mean? Crane is my Sensei, and if I dishonor him, I will commit seppuku. So, is that what you're talking about? Nullified Omega Red. Oh, hell yeah. Maybe. I'll write those two down. Lady Deathstrike and Omega Red. In case because I think he does like those characters, so maybe he'll want to do a bunch of those Wolverine guys. Ooh, maybe one Mosaic is all good guys and one Mosaic's all bad guys, huh? What do you guys think about that? That's kind of how I'm dividing the list, just because that's how I wrote it. Lady Deathstrike, Omega Red. I did not get any gold torments. I'm not particularly excited to work on those. Because the gold doesn't look as good as the silver. Those silvers, though? Those silvers are my favorite. I go crazy for those silvers, bro. Movie is super classic. Wendigo. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. That's Jean-Claude Van Damme's first movie. Oh, damn. It sounds like one of his movies, right? No, I have not seen that. Tell me again, what is it called? No Retreat, No Surrender? Tell me how I'm like the Sensei. What does that mean? That sounds awesome. No Retreat, No Surrender. I'm going home. Deadpool and Colossus, maybe do a whole Wolverine X-Force theme Mosaic. Maybe like Wolverine and the X-Men. Who would go on the other Mosaic? Do you know that Can Van Damme was the first Predator, as in the actor in the suit? Oh, really? But it was not the actor we know today as the Predator. Old suit looked horrible, like a pink lobster. No way. I did not know that. Havoc, Archangel, Bishop. Ooh, Archangel. I didn't even think about it, guys, because I gotta have someone to fill this slot. Unless I want to make it I'll consider Archangel, but I'm probably actually, I just thought about it, I'm probably going to redesign it. I'm not going to make it the same layout 3 times in a row, which is what I was just thinking at first, but that's silly. I'm going to make it connect really elegantly and have everyone on the left pointed towards the middle and everyone on the right pointed towards the left. And they're going to be, it'll look like one massive, massive army all coming after Peter Parker. That's what it's going to be. And I think they should be red covers. Damn it, I feel really bad saying that, but that would look cool. But that's what he wants. That was his idea. My idea was to get a Venom black cover and a Carnage white cover, right? That's like 20 or 30 bucks tops for both of those books together. And then he was like, well, I'll try to get 2 more reds. And I was like, what the fuck? Just getting one of these reds is madness. Much less 2. I originally got this for Clayton, but I decided to just see if someone wanted me to draw on it, and then someone said yes. It was BB. I was like, oh. Well, sold. But I'm happy because this piece rules. Is said next 2 covers, mosaics, and line. No. Months down the road. I have you at number 6 right now, Jason. So trying to get through this one, but with the holidays, and I've just been doing other side projects off camera. I've been really slacking on these. I really need to do them a little faster. Whew, now I'm getting hot suddenly. Okay. It's a little bit hot. Okay, that looks like Havoc. That looks like this guy enough. I need to cover that. That looks much better. That looks way better. Look at that. I just fixed Hybrid. Obviously, he's not done. That's just his base coat. But his design, like his head, totally fixed his head, don't you think? That looks way good in terms of design. Because I basically had to design everyone on here except for... Well, I didn't have to design everyone on here. I had to design the Avengers, Thor, Hybrid's head. And then, you know, some design choices like putting a black swirl on Toxin was pretty obvious. This one looks fine. It's kind of basic. That one looks pretty good. These I didn't really have to come up with too much of a design. It's pretty obvious, but some of them were tricky. Like I'm trying something right here with Sleeper. I'm attaching his holes to his swirl. So they're both red and they're both hitting the same spot. I would leave you here to face my final days. That looks great. Dude, nobody has bought commissions in days. I think that I've gotten a lot of messages of people saying they're gonna buy them, and then like around tax season they're gonna get like 1 or 2 or something. But I think everybody's just strapped for cash, so which is okay. I am too. I get it. Everybody is really. It's because of the fear of the coronavirus and just the time of the year. People are really not trying to get commissions right now, which is okay. But no, I have a 30, 33, or 34. I think I did get one. I put Jonathan Beebe in line for another one today. We don't even have the red ones in line, so they're not even in line for the next 2 mosaics. Jonathan Beebe has 1 or 2 books in line right now. He just put the last book in my line, so I'm at 34. It's probably more like 36 or something. I don't know. It's hard for me to keep track. I just count through my box once in a while and try to remember which one I count as 2 and which one is not in the pile and which one should always have one in the pile, even if it's a. I'm always worked up and anxious about it, trying to make sure I got them in order, but I think it's 36 if you count my double page spreads. That's 2. That's what I'm at right now. I was 33 and 37. 33 and 37. No, I think you were 7 and 33. I think. Let me check. 7 and like 33 through 30 something, right? Something like that. Oh no, Christopher Strongman. Now I'm confused. Hold on. Let me look, Christopher. I thought I was reading for the wrong person. Christopher Strongland, I have you for Amazing Spider-Man 850. What was the other one aside from Amazing Spider-Man 850, Christopher? So I can through my whole pile here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 38. Okay, guys, I just counted. So you're number 27. You're number 27, or no, 28. Christopher Strongman. You're number 28, and I have 38 in line right now. So you're number 28, and I have 38 in line. And then, oh, Ken Black Blake. I don't think I put you in line yet for that. But I know you're good for the cash. But I do usually reserve half. I'll put it in line for half of the total cost of the revision. But I'll put you in line right now, and then we'll figure out. Or no, I think I did invoice you already. Oh, right. The invoice was created. That's right. See, I have so many going at once, it's hard to keep track. But yes, I was waiting for you to pay half of the invoice, and then I would put it in line. But I'll put you in line now, and you can take your time, buddy. But I am broke, so please try to pay me ASAP. It's smudged a little bit. That's okay. Okay, 39 in line. So now you're number 28 and 39. Message said you put. Oh, did I put you in at 37? Well, if I said that, then I'll do that. But honestly, I forgot if I did say that. So, I know you're busy. It's cool. I'll pay it tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. If that's true, man, I'll go back through. I'm gonna keep drawing, but I'll go back through my messages and look at the day that that message was sent and make sure that you get in line at the right spot. So I'll probably bump you up 2 or 3 spots, something like that. Sorry, bro. I get confused about that kind of stuff sometimes. I try to give people as much space as they can to pay and get in line and all that stuff, but sometimes I get confused too. Okay, cool. But either way, yeah, now you're in line. Because I knew that we were talking about even, I think, 1 or 2 more than that. And honestly, I'd have to go in my messages and check to see what we were talking about, unless it just comes to me. But off the top of my head, I don't know all my info off the top of my head. I always have to check my lists and my notes, and without them, I would be pretty much up fucking river. Yeah, you know what? I believe you because that sounds like something I'd say. I was probably eating dinner at the time and I forgot. Stranger, sweet show me the animal. Oh, Jonathan Beebe's back. What's up, buddy? Jonathan, we were discussing what the other 2 mosaics would look like. What you think, man? I'm thinking one of them will be like, the left side of the left comic that we'll add onto this will be like everyone pointed towards Peter, like they're all still coming to kick his ass. Everybody on that cover too. So it's just a huge gang pile of people just fucking ganging up on Peter apparently. And like one set could be like all villains and the other set could be all heroes, or one set could be all X-Men or something like that, you know. So just thought they're suggesting people who'd look cool. Like I started writing them down, so I'm sure you can think of some lists. I'd need 2 lists of about 15 characters, right? So something like that. There's a little Peter head getting his last beat down there. I'll bring out the captain. And this music really makes me feel alive, baby. Oh yeah, we're fucking doing it, bro. I'm even putting a little horrified expression on Peter's face, or at least a frown. Nice. Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and gives you a kick in the side of your head. Why don't you have any? That was funny. Yeah, he's got to be the last one I add to the last book. Put Deadpool in there. He's like, what the fuck? Maybe he's looking in on it from the corner. He's like bending the page over, looking from inside the book, and he's like, whoa, that's fucked up. So like, I'm not dealing with that shit. It's like, good luck, Spider-Man, something like that. It's like, good luck. It's like, oh my god, someone should help Spider-Man. That's what I should say. Yeah, we really got to make Spider-Man pop and make him. He's the hero, right? We got to make him look good. Whoa, this has red on it. Holy shit. Get off my pen, red. Actually, I have a little bit of red on it. moment. Your hands to hold on. To see things that come. Deadpool's hand and wrist coming from the bottom right corner, holding a nullified chimichanga. That's pretty funny. I like that. Yeah, I like the nullified chimichanga. We gotta do that. On the cusp. He's like, yep, I tried to help Spider-Man, but not when it fucks with my chimichangas. Oh yeah. It's looking pretty good there for Spidey. Dang, I've been going for over an hour already. The fuck? Sweet. He says, sweet. Good, bro. I'm glad you like it. I think I can do the rest of it right side up now. Or upside down, rather. Gotta make sure that our guy looks good, right? That looks damn good. Good. Glad you think so, because that's what you get. Flew head first into the light. One picture is my dream. He looks phenomenal. Good. Whoa. Just fucking destroyed my whole hand. I just painted so delicately. Oh my loving heart's been is gone. I was not ready for all of this. This is the kind of book where people look at the front and say, damn, that's awesome. And they flip it off and then, yeah, that's true, man. It'll be cool that who knows how many people will be able to enjoy this book in the future. Dude, I saw a picture of Sam De La Rosa yesterday. He did I think he did like a connecting, or not a connecting cover, but a front and back cover where it was like just a big picture of Venom or something. I can't remember what was drawn on there, but he was holding it up and smiling for the camera, and he was just pulling the comic apart, and I'm like, oof, brutal. Could have just scanned it, bro. Could have scanned it, printed it, took a picture with the print, and then that could have been it. Just bend that comic right open, bend it right open into a 9.2, 9.0. Bend it right open. Chimichanga will be the secret remark. Yeah, that's a good point. Ghostwriter. Ooh, I like Ghostwriter. I wonder who he is. Who is the Ghostwriter? Did I show you my updated Thor? I went over him one more time. I think I'm done with him now. He looks even better. I gave him like Super Saiyan hair, kind of. And might try to correct his chest a little bit better, but he's so tiny, it's really hard to get that detail. And then just kind of put some better highlights on him a little bit. It's pretty badass. Let me see if I can't just color him all the way. Okay, now he's fucking buff. Now he looks good. Oh, instantly ruined it. Just his chest. Just gotta go back over one more time. Try again. Come on, you can do this. Wait till that dries before we try again. I'm just obsessed with making that Thor look good because he's just an easy target. It's just fun. So small. Try giving the Hulk a little creepy smile. Oh, good God, that's amazing. The tiny Thor stealing the show hanging in there. Yeah. Was Ghostwriter he did for a friend? Which was Ghostwriter he did for a friend? I might have lost the context of what you were talking about, Christopher. Was a Ghostwriter he did for a friend? Ooh. Which one? I fucking love Ghostwriter. Dude, nullifying Ghostwriter would be interesting. I'm trying to think about what that would look like. Wouldn't want to overthink it. I think a red flame would look good. Just red for flames. Enhanced with null flame energy. It's interesting to think about. That Peter Parker is sick. I really like the idea of Dark Carnage causing so much chaos that he managed through the gems to say, put 3 versions of Venom symbiote on there. Oh yeah, plus all the other characters that are going to be on the other 2 books. We're going to have so many versions of people. So many versions. Oh, a Ghostwriter. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. It was a Danny Ketch Ghostwriter. Oh man, that looks so good. Oh well, if your friend was getting that done, Christopher, it is done already. Comes out at the end of December. Nullified Ghostwriter. Is that just the cover, or is that a story that they're doing? Because if that's a story, I'd be excited. But yeah, I wonder what. Let's Google it and see what they look like. What they came up with for that. Let's see, Nullified Ghostwriter. Oh yeah. See, they took my idea, bro. They did just red flames. But they made the circle smaller and not take up his whole face. That's smart. It's pretty smart. Man, how did I know that? I haven't even seen this cover, and I was like, just do all red for the flames. So that was a pretty obvious low-hanging fruit, apparently, because that guy picked up on it. It's going to be so psycho. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's Return of Vengeance, #1. It's the new Ghostwriter book, so that's exciting. I don't know anything about Vengeance, so I'm excited for that. Super dope. So if that's your friend's book who got the Danny Ketch Ghostwriter by Sam, is he having that graded? I want to see what kind of grade that comes back with, right? Or is that a non-graded? I kind of hope it's non-graded, right? Out of this one. They nullified 20 Marvel covers. Oh man, you have all of them? That's so cool. I wish I had those. Ketch was the spirit of vengeance. Oh, and no, that was one of Sam's friends he did that for. Oh, okay. Well, you know, if it's non-graded, then it's fine. But that'd be so funny if you try to turn that in for a grade. They're like, oof. They went to town on this one, didn't you, Sam? But yeah, that Ghostwriter Sam did was insane. Insane, huh? I was like, whoa. It looks like it was like traced. Which it might have been, but either way, I mean, that just looks great. Looks great. I'm so excited when I saw that. Because I guess I kind of grew up with Danny Ketch as a Ghostwriter as well, because I was, you know, a 90s kid. So I think I think my action figure was a Danny Ketch doll. I say. I love that. I love that figure. I was so sad when I lost that figure, dude. Oh, it was probably stolen. Dude, I had so many toys stolen from me as a kid. Suck balls. Oh, you asked if it's for sale, yeah. Yeah, I bet you did. Yeah, if it were to be graded, no way in hell would someone open it at full spread. Well, you never know. Do you accuse Sam De La Rosa of tracing? A lot of great artists trace, but as long as it's his work, you know, it's fine. Just to make sure you can get it on a blank. It was so precise. It was so good. It's like there's no way that he just fucking free-handed that mother effer. Unless he did, I mean, Jesus Christ. That is some insane talent if he can just freehand perfection like that. All those straight lines that on that bike, that motorcycle, you know, that's something that Clayton addressed actually when he did Ghostwriters. The bike is hard to draw, like I just said, freehand, unless you're tracing it. So what he did was he made a 3D model in Moda and then uploaded the 3D model and positioned it and then took that and put it in Photoshop for every time that he used his bike. So that's why the bike always looks perfect when you're reading Clayton's Ghostwriter. So Clayton does it, you know, it's not really tracing, but it's the modern day equivalent of tracing. There's nothing wrong with that. It just saves you time as an artist. Make sure it looks good. As long as you do the work, it's not plagiarism, then you're fine. I'm not coming home. Queen. It's weird. I grew up through the 80s and 90s, joined the army in 98, but that being I was never a Ghostwriter fan. What? Dude, he's as cool as Venom for sure. My mind just, I don't know, man, just doesn't like Harleys, and well, that's why there's different Ghostwriters. Okay, there was one in prehistoric times, and he had a mastodon, bro. He had a fucking woolly mammoth. Come on, it's cool. There's a skateboarding one. Come on. And you love Kendra's bike from Akira? Okay, well imagine one of those what is it, New Japan, one of those bikers. Imagine he's Ghostwriter. How cool would that be, right? Think about it like that. Christopher says, I know, I was kidding. He takes forever when he commissions work. Oh, okay. Well, maybe he doesn't trace it then. Maybe he does take his time with it. That's why it takes so long. He's old school, does it all by hand, no scanning. Yeah, I bet he doesn't really actually do that. Clayton would hate me for saying this, but I just never got into him. Maybe if I found a way to find old books and trade paperback. Clayton? You never got into Clayton? He's done quite a lot of interior work. Oh, Ghostwriter. I see what you're saying. Yeah, man, I mean, read comiconline.to is just a quick way to look up comics and flip through them without having to pay for them. You can just do it right now. And, you know, Clayton his interiors are insane. Like, I'll send you Ghostwriter Shadowlands, and you'll see. You'll understand that. Exactly what we're dealing with here. I was actually in the room when Clayton was painting Ghostwriter Shadowland, and I gave him some some ideas on how he should paint Ghostwriter, and he actually took that and went forward with it. Right, Ghostwriter, gotcha. Have you read Carnage vs. Venom by Clayton? Drawn by Clayton? If you say no, I'm going to fight you. I'm just kidding. But I will send you a link to read it because it's fucking awesome. We'll give him some red pants. Because he's possessed by Null, so he's got red pants on. Ghostwriter's like, I kind of like Ghostwriter almost more than Venom. It's crazy. Pay attention. Flames going out this time. I have not, but I just went to the page and to read it now. It's actually a cover on my bucket list, I think. Carnage vs. Venom by him. He did the cover and the story. Yes, and yes, and yes. He didn't do the story. He helped write. He helped Pat Mulligan write it, and he like co-created Toxin, and he basically just worked with Mulligan. I think he said he had a good time doing that. It's fucking phenomenal, bro. It's so good. I feel like I remember a book on my bucket list that is a Carnage book by him, and that has to be it. I'll turn on the lights and figure out. So what you can do, that's adorable. Your daughter's falling asleep in your arms, bro. So on that website, you can just search Clayton Crane. It'll show you all the books they have with him, with his name attached to it. So yeah, start with Venom vs. Carnage, and then read Carnage, and then read Carnage USA. And he did the interiors for all of them. They're amazing. Against you. I like readcomiconline.to, even though it's like it's hosted in another country, so they can't take it down because it's basically file sharing. But it lets me check out a book, and then if I like it, I can buy it. You know, helps me not waste my money. And if I buy a book and I don't want to open it and read it, I can just go there and read it. and not feel bad because I did buy it. I just don't want to, or it's in a CGC case or whatever. Or to go back and read a book that I already bought and no longer have access to. Happens once in a while. Or sometimes I'll just try out a book I don't own, and if I like it, I'll buy it. On the road. The cover is so sick, and it's one of my bucket list. It's Primal, like 2 apes fighting. Let's see who Primal is. I need that book, man. Which one are you talking about? The issue 3 of Carnage and Venom? Because that's my favorite. What was I about to draw just now? Oh, yeah. Okay. Now Thor is done. It looks great. I mean, who the alpha is. Let me show you something. You're talking about this one? This cover right here? Because that's my favorite. Clayton signed it for me back in 2010 when he printed his sketchbook thing. Yeah, his sketchbook. You can find him on Amazon. His Crane Evolution sketchbook. If you open it up on the first page on special thanks, he actually wrote my name in on there. So I don't have one of his sketchbooks on me. The one that I had, I sent to him for signing. So. Issue 1 by Crane, white background, 2. Yeah. I don't think that's issue 1 though. That's actually issue 3, but it's the front cover of the trade paperback. So it's the front cover of, like, actually I have it right here. I've got it all over the place. Here's the trade paperback, right? So this is actually the cover number 3, I think. Let's see if it has covers in here. Love it. Love that 2-page spread. Yeah, I'll just flip through it. We'll read it together. No, I'm just kidding. Look at that. Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. This is issue 1, it says. So let's see. Why am I thinking that's issue 3? Wow. Just look at that carnage, bro. Fuck. Ugh. It's crazy how cool that looks. He doesn't really draw Carnage like that anymore, which really upsets me because that's my favorite way that he used to draw Carnage. I mean, look at that, dude. Come on. Come on. This is what made me fall in love with Clayton's art. I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen art like this. His art is insane. Insane. Oh, 2021. You know, it's just a print, but it will be worth a lot more than it was initially worth. Like the devil, I know your address, burning candles. Oh, okay, this is number 3. I don't know why I thought that number 3 was the other one, but yeah, bro, there's fucking Toxin, Bulletproof, badass. Fuck yeah. Control it. He wants to eat these bank robbers. See, look, he's licking his head. See, Pat Mulligan, the host of Toxin, is a cop, so he's trying to resist the urge to bite the head off these bank robbers. he lets him live. It's ours. Toxin is stupid strong, way stronger than Toxin, or way stronger than Venom and Carnage. Almost. I think he's equal to both their strengths combined. Like, look at those back muscles right there, bro. That looks so good. Fuck. I like how he doesn't even put webs on Spider-Man. He's like, fuck it. Fuck it. So cool. Kind of rob your print. It is a rare print. It's limited. He doesn't have any more of them, so it is rare in that regard for sure. Yeah, the whole thing is fucking sick. Yeah, I read that book and then I put that image of the print that I showed you that we were talking about. I put that up as the background on my computer when I was like 16, and then my mom came in my room. She runs a daycare out of our house, and she's like, "Oh, did you know that Clayton Crane is an artist at our daycare? Like he's a parent. That artist is a parent at our daycare." I said, "What? Stop joking around, Mom. You don't know what you're talking about." I was like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." She's like, "No, really?" And I was like, "Whatever, Mom. Get out of my room." I like laughed at her, laughed about it, and then she's like, "Okay," and then she walked away, and then I Googled it, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "This guy comes to my house every day. For months, he's been doing this." And so it took me months and months to work up the courage to actually talk to him, because it was like, whoa, what am I gonna say to him? Like, I didn't know what to say to him. I was like, whoa, this is weird. He's my favorite artist. And then it all happened so fast. And then at Christmas that year, I went up and talked to him and just showed him some really terrible Spider-Man sketch I did, where the webs were all backwards and shit. And he was like, "Oh, that's good. You can come up to my studio and check out my art and be my assistant." I was like, "What? What are you talking about, man? What?" Oh, makes me want to cry just thinking about it, but he's a really good guy. He's a really, really nice guy. Carnage, Carl Panzram, motherfucking best symbiote ever. I don't care what anyone says. Venom may have been first. It may have come after, and many have come after Carnage, but Carnage is the best. Like, the one thing Toxin lacks is the strength of an insane maniac, dude. Carnage will stop at nothing to win a fight. One of the funniest Carnage moments ever coming up when Cletus fought Flash with no legs. And Flash had no legs? Yeah. So, you must be reading Carnage then, right? Doesn't that happen in Carnage? And they're like on the floor fighting each other. That was awesome, dude. I remember that. What was I about to say about that? Toxin's much stronger than Carnage physically, but Toxin is inexperienced with the symbiote, so he doesn't know what he's doing. Carnage's strength is amplified by his insanity, for sure. Like, the fact that he's a total psycho means that he can kind of push himself beyond what other people can. And he's also bloodthirsty, has greater agility, has greater control over his symbiote, actually, than Venom, because he is one with his symbiote. He doesn't have drama with his symbiote at all. Not even one tidbit. Carnage is happy to have his symbiote. He gives the symbiote full control almost all the time because him and his symbiote are the same person because it's bonded to his blood. He doesn't have split personality like the other symbiote wielders. He has one personality, and that also makes him stronger too. So he's definitely one of the stronger symbiotes for sure, just because of his savage brutality and his strength, his indomitable strength. But straight up power scales, I think he's half the strength of Toxin, and he's double the strength of Venom, which would mean that Toxin is stronger than both of them combined by at least 15% or something like that. 12.5%. I'll do anything for you. Cassidy and Thompson fighting with no legs. It's so funny. He's hanging from a meat hook or something at one point, laughing at how he enjoys it. Talking about that strength that I feel Carnage has within his suit because him and his suit are both psychos for sure. I don't really know how to measure his strength. You know, it's just at some point they'll write in a Wikipedia his bench press level, so it's not really, it's just whatever writer's writing the story. I mean, it's all irrelevant, right? Because you see two people who are usually outclassed fight in a comic book, and it doesn't really, it's kind of irrelevant. Everybody's kind of the same strength level. It's either you're super strong or you're not, right? Yeah, man, that's the point I'm getting at. He's 110% control with the symbiote, yeah. Yeah, he has no resistance. He doesn't resist his symbiote at all, which grants him a good deal of power relative to the other guys. Let me see what Captain America looks like even. You gotta like get him right. I don't want the movie version, damn it. Movie version's okay, but I like the classic. These are all the movie version. What's happening right now? There we go. Nope, these are all the movie version. Jesus, man, people are obsessed with the movie version of Captain America. It's crazy. That's what I want right there. That, forget who drew that one. Asking Cletus's teacher something good about him when he was in elementary school. Well, when he puts his mind to something, he quit, yeah. Fire. Yep. Yeah, there should be more of... This should have, like, Carnage be immune to fire, right? So he can play with fire. What was I about to do? Oh, yeah. Hell has no room for your crimes. Like that meme that shows Cap says 7 years after being frozen, 3 years being married. Right. Yeah, he's 90. Exactly. Like how Superman was a full-grown man in 1938, and then we said, well, Superboy was a thing. So really, it was like 15 years before that. He was, so that would have been like 1925 or some 20 something, and so it's like 1922 or 23 is when he would have been born. But it's like now we just say, oh, he was born in like, I don't know, like 1990. Like, what are we saying? Like, we're saying he's born in 1980 or 90. All right, buddy, I'm gonna take a rest on this, and I think that we got really far on it today, and I think we'll finish it tomorrow. So, here's kind of the full breakdown on what we got here, and kind of did a little bit on Dark Carnage, not too much, just kind of threw a little bit of highlight on him, see what's working and what's not, and I think we're doing good. Kind of was working on the Hulk there at the end. Gonna fix his arm a little bit. Let's see, what else did I do add-ons to? Worked on Miles, he's looking good. He's probably the most developed. Him and Spider-Man are pretty well developed. Spider-Man, they're looking good. Just kind of bouncing between everybody, just kind of doing it one at a time, nice and easy. The most relaxing, enjoyable way that I can. Oh yeah, I just did a little bit on Captain America. Kind of threw some of his white stripes on his costume and stuff. So he's looking rad. I added an extra feather to his head thing, so now he's got his tendrils come off his eye spiral instead of having white wings on his head. So now he's got four spiked wings coming off, right? Because it's the eight spikes are like the 8 legs of a spider. You know, it's kind of a recurring theme. All right, buddy. Let's read what you said here at the end. And it shows like you get a feeling you can die at any second on that bench. DC writing for you, yeah, exactly. Well, you know, that happens to all the characters. Even Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man, same thing. Miles and Spider-Man, Thor looks almost not finished. Yeah, I think Thor is basically done. I don't have anything to add to him, so I'd say he's done. And then, thank you. And you've been working on, thanks, man. Anything I could have asked for. Yeah. Well, that's what you bought, bro. I'll do these all day if you pay for them. You know, it's not. Thank you for giving me so much work, though. I really appreciate that. Thanks, man.